Hey, everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about counsels. Now, some people think that's a super formal word, but it is really important. And like we talked about in the vision boards and in figuring out our vision, we want an individual vision and an individual path, but we want one as a family as well. And these counsels are going to be essential to helping you keep on track with that vision, but also figure out what it is in the first place. With yourself, you're counseling with yourself, you're having a conversation with yourself. What do I really want? What do I want to feel? What kinds of things am I going for? What's my mission? What's my purpose? But you also want to have that same conversation with your kids, with your spouse or your partner or whatever adult you are working with in your life as part of your family. Some people live with parents, some people live with aunts and uncles, however your family works. And also you're going to want to do that individually with each child, because as a parent, that's what we're helping them do. We're helping them find out their unique path. So these counsels will help you do that. I have 3 counsel worksheets that are going to be fantastic. One is an executive counsel. This is what you will do with your spouse or the other adults that help you run your household. We also have a child counsel. This is what you will do with each one of the children in your home. And this is a family counsel where you do one big happy family counsel. The executive counsel worksheet with the adults that are running the home. You have over here on the side a name spot for each one of the children in your home. Now, I only have 7 slots. I'm sorry if you have more than 7 kids. You'll have to print out 2. That's what would fit. We have 6 kids, so we have an extra. But also, we have in each of these spots, you're going to write things that you guys need to talk about with that kid. Maybe they're having a hard time in school. Maybe they're having a hard time with friends. Maybe they just don't feel that motivated for some reason, or maybe they're being rebellious, disobedient. Maybe they're doing fantastic and you just need to give them some praise. Whatever, you do some bullet points on the side with them about what you want to talk about with that specific child. Then on the other side of the worksheet, we have some discussion topics. These are topics that you guys just need to talk about. I know. Like with adults, you might need to talk about, how are we going to fix the car? We might need to talk about vacation. We might need to talk about, are we going to get a pet? We might need to talk about, okay, we have some chores that need to be done. Who's going to be in charge of those? And then at the very bottom for miscellaneous, you have a note section. This is for anything that doesn't fit in those categories at the top and you need to talk about it. So this is really helpful because it keeps track of what you talked about and decisions that were made on it. And it also is kind of like a journal for your kids. It keeps track of, we even write funny things that the kids say during their interviews and things like that. Just to remember them, it's fun to look back and read over them or to see how they've progressed. Then with your child counsel, this is going to be one for each child. You put their name at the top, and then you go through, of course, any topics you want to talk about with them and decisions that are made on those. But also, there's some categories you want to talk about with each child. First, good news. What's going on in your life that's great, that you love? What are some feelings that you're feeling? How are you feeling overall? Also, family. How are you doing with family? Are there any relationships that are struggling? We usually just ask, how are things going with the family, and let them talk. School. Everything good? Are you feeling motivated? Are you feeling interested? Or do we need to tweak things a little bit so that you are feeling like you actually enjoy school? Responsibilities. How are you doing on keeping up on your responsibilities? We'll talk about family economy later, where privileges and consequences for following through or not following through on those responsibilities. And then goals. What are some goals that your kids have? Keep track of those so that you can help them reach those goals. You can use your homeschool curriculum to reach those goals, or you can just work on those as a family, work on them together each time that you talk, figure out how to help them reach that goal, strategize to reach it. and then any concerns that your child might have. This is basically, you're just prompting your child. You are asking questions and letting them talk. And we do this once a month formally with our kids, but then anytime we're just going through a tough spot, or we're making a lot of changes, or a certain child is having some issues with anything, then we'll have more than one. Oh, our executive counsel, we also usually do once a month for sure, and then we often end up doing it, just a short version of it, weekly as well. Our family council we do every week. This is after our Sunday church time, and we basically, on this side, we fill out the activities that we need to go through that week, any classes, any appointments, anything. Everything has to be on the calendar or it's not happening, because mom and dad need to know about it, right? And then, of course, the same thing, topics and discussions. This might be, someone keeps leaving the light on in the bathroom. What are we going to do about it? It might be something as simple as that. Or it might be, we are planning a vacation for summer. Where do we want to go and what do we want to do? And then, of course, at the bottom, any notes, maybe some things we need to research or whatever at the bottom. These counsels are super important. They will help you all reach a vision. They will also help you stay on path to that vision, but also they will just help you work through any issues and keep the lines of communication open so people feel comfortable talking about things, and help kids learn how to strategize and find solutions for things, and help us not procrastinate things. So these are immeasurably important. So helpful. I hope they help you, and I hope you download these 3 counsel worksheets that you can work through with your family. We actually print out several of them and keep them in a little binder so that we can keep track of everything in one place. And like I said, it helps us keep record of what's going on in our family. It's kind of like a family journal. So hope that helps you, and I will see you in the next video.